Just in, the woman is in custody who's connected to a shooting outside of a gas station in Detroit, according to police. Take a close look at your screen right here. We want to show you the images caught on surveillance of the suspect. Police say this woman shot a man early yesterday morning at a mobile on the west side. We're told she was one of 4 people inside of a blue Dodge Charger you see on the left. It pulled up outside of a gas station on Finkel and Greenfield. And police tell us she got into an argument with some people inside that other car there, a green Grand Prix, and then she grabbed a gun from under her skirt and started firing. As the driver tried to get away, he runs over another man who was on the ground there at the station and finally sped off. The driver came back to the scene before going to the hospital. The extent of his injuries are not known at this point. No word yet on the man who was hit by that car. This is an ongoing investigation. The woman has been taken into custody. If you have any more information, please call Detroit Police right away.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Ruach HaKodash, and double honors to the elder apostles and the elder bishops of the great millstone Israelites, set up by the Spirit and the power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, we believe. Also a sincere shalom to you other elders who are also set up to bring forth this truth in various camps, and you brethren as well, okay, and you few sisters are the supporters and other supporters of the truth. Let me say shalom to the elect as well. Anyway, I want to go in this video I came across. I don't normally do videos like this, but sometimes this is what's been showing up, so I don't mind it. You know, we got to expose Babylon and the wickedness that's going on in Babylon, right? And what made me really do the video, when I really took a close look, this young woman with some sort of fringes on her dress, or whatever that's want to call that, skirt, but she had a cross right in the cleavage, which shows you that a lot of these gang members, right, or these thugs or thugettes, they tend to rock that cross representing Christianity, and they would put white Caesar Borgias on them, right? Now, also I want to go into the fact that this young lady here will have more likely excuses made for her as the Queen of Heaven goes. They will more likely target her mentally and say that maybe she was running with the wrong crowd. She was coerced by other gang members, and they'll try to get off the street and build her up. And then the counterparts, the men, they'll say, well, I looked on the comments. The comments was like, well, they never said anything about her being locked up and they should throw away the key. But when it's a Jake, a male who does this, a man who does it, then it's lock them up, throw away the key, these are the scum of the earth, nuke Africa. This is what they say. They have to be blown away. When a higher scale people who run the world are the biggest murderers and polluters of the planet, but they go hand in hand with the wicked. Jeremiah 5:28 says they surpass the deeds of the wicked. You can't even go in certain neighborhoods, right, without Jake dumping all kinds of trash, condom wrappers, blunt smokers, smoking weed, paraphernalia, right, cups and bottles of all kinds, and the trash can be sitting right there, right on the bus stop. But Jake will sit it on top of the trash can if it's got a cover, or he'll sit it right beside it, or he'll leave it on the bench, or you'll go to the park to work out or whatever, or take a walk. There's nothing but smog and smoke and trash. But then we understand these elitists, They do it on high levels. They will set up ghettos and empty those and have these abandoned houses with rats and roaches and all kinds of insects and all kind of animals live up in there, rodents. But nobody would do nothing about that either. So we could clearly see that the wicked go hand in hand. They are murderers, right? And it's Eve here. She'll have an excuse made for it. They'll try to set her up, and look how innocent she looks in her nice little attire, right? She's got half innocent and half thuggish and part, I don't know, whatever going on in this attire she got, right? Things I can't say. That's what, why I'm going like that. But she's got, like, the top looks like she's like Mary Poppins, the little black Mary Poppins, right? But then the middle is just completely out, and then she has, a nice skirt on, but then it's all the way up, and then some nice little red boots, or if you want to call them nice, some innocent little red boots on. But then she's carrying look like a 9mm or something. I don't know. This is purely confusion in Babylon, right? So anyway, this is the reason why I'm doing this video. Is this is the example when you go into the gas station, right? If you see these kind of jakes standing there, man, it's probably a good idea just to go to another gas station. You could be hit by, although it's up to the Lord, but it's likely that the Lord will put the spirit on you to understand the truth, to stay out of the paths of the wicked. So let's get that scripture, Proverbs 4:14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, right? And go not in the way of evil men or women, right? Avoid it, pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. Okay, so you had to know that people in this gas station, they're looking and they're shaking their heads. They're probably ducking down, and they somebody's video recording. And again, I don't understand the means to try to uphold the Eve and try to say that she's going through something, she needs help, she needs discipline, she's being carried away by the man she's with or the gang she's with. But nobody put energy and emphasis on the men that's going through it or how they were raised. I mean, the Most High, set us up to be that way. What can you say? He said it. It says, for they sleep not except they have done mischief, which means high levels of evil. They can't even sleep. This gas station, I don't know what time it was. I didn't see the clock on it, so I don't have no idea what time it was. But they was out clearly at night where they should have been home or work or doing something else. They don't even go to the clubs anymore because this thing that's happening. And then when you go to them clubs, that bring trouble, right? So it says, for they sleep not unless they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall, right? And this scripture always come to mind when I see stories like this, right? For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence, but the path of the just is as a shining light, shining more and more unto the perfect day. So we can clearly see the guy who was in the car, who probably got shot, probably wasn't innocent. Or if he'd have just said, you know what, this is not worth it, let me get the hell out of here. But then he runs over the guy. But all this time, this woman pulls out this tool and starts shooting, and everybody makes excuses for her, if they are, and looking at judging from the comment board. But yet everybody's claiming we're created equal, but they're going to make excuses for her because of the men she's with. And we'll get into that too, right? And then you had the Jake that ran and tackled her. So this is just a wild melee that's going on that could have all been avoided. And this is what happened when you're not in the truth, okay? Jeremiah 2:21, yet I had planted thee a noble vine, a wholly right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant? of a strange vine unto me, right? A degenerate, a regression of a strange vine. So, I don't have much to say on this. It just, we go through the scriptures. Sirach 26, and let's start at, looks like 23. The scripture says, give not a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad, and you may have a daughter, and in this society you really can't do much, especially if they're adults and they done moved on. All you could do is try to pray that the Most High protects your family. The best thing to do is get into prayer and get into truth, and if you are in the truth, pray and avoid these situations, right? Women want to argue and try to set you up and get the police called on you. The system's going to side with her. You already know that. Then you get so frustrated that you want to do other things, and then you go to jail. It's not worth it. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man. Okay, so clearly, whatever most women are is because who their man become. And society knows it. The judicial system knows it. These elitists, everybody knows it. But yet somehow they're putting out this ideology that we're all equal. Damn well if these young men wasn't acting like this, the women wouldn't behave like that. They only copying the counterparts, man. They see Jake doing it all over the news. Yeah, I want to do that too. We all know the woman is the weaker vessel and she's going to follow the stronger vessel. Okay? But now, let's go into the history of Eve being beguiled by the serpent, and this is all part of it, right? Although she's the weaker vessel, she's still beguiled ultimately over Jake, all the way up to the serpent that you see in rulership, okay? But it says, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord, right? But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord. So if you fear the Lord as a man of the Lord, your woman's supposed to have some form of fear of the leadership of you being her Lord, as Sarah called Abraham Lord. And that wasn't just some made up slogan. This is what it was, right? It wasn't just Sarah that obeyed her. It said it because you had the wicked woman. But it was common for a woman to obey her Lord, her leader, and fear her leader. But you see that today? Absolutely not. She only fears the serpent. She makes sure she tries to do things to get away from getting punished by her actual daddy, so to speak. It says, a dishonest woman contemneth shame, but an honest woman will reference her husband. So, it's not much else to say on that. I just wanted to talk on this story a little bit and just go into a little short commentary to show you that this is Babylon, right? And this is that adulterous generation that has gone wild. And the Most High allowed the strength to be taken out of the home so he can do this, right? It's the Lord's show. Family, the man's fold should be that of his own household. So had to know that this woman, this young lady, young woman, whoever she is not respecting her own mother, if she has a father, her own peers. She just looks up to that negative lifestyle. Anyway, that's all I have on that. Shalom.